tranquility. Roll up the weed and get high. I said peace, tranquility. Roll up the weed and get high. I said peace, tranquility.
Yeah.
Roll up the weed and get high. I said peace, tranquility. Roll up.
What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another edition of Human Resources, man. I am Lade.
Go by the name of Desmond.
And we here, man. We back, man. You want to let them know what we got coming up today?
Yeah, so today we're doing another review, back again, from a YouTube group that's called 8 at the Table. Today we have doing a reviews called First Dates Go Bad Because Men Don't Ask Questions. Yeah.
I think we can guess who's leading in this video.
Yes. Before we start, just gonna repeat, we are having a giveaway once we hit 200 followers, either on YouTube or either on Instagram. So make sure that you're telling your friends, they're telling their friends, they're telling their friends to follow. Also, if you like our content, you like what we're doing, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Yes, sir. And don't forget to hit that notification bell, man, because we about to, well, we kind of already did it, but there are going to be some times the videos kind of, sporadically come out. So you want to make sure that you update it and know exactly what's going on. So hit that notification, man.
Yeah.
Without further ado, man, you wanna get into the nonsense we about to witness right now?
No. No. Ooh. There's always some BS going on, man. I mean, first dates go bad because men don't ask questions. Once again, this is our first time watching it. We don't know what's going to happen or transpire, but without further ado, man,
let's go.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not in the dating world anymore. I'm actually taken, but I definitely had my little time of the dating world.
I know it's a little fast, but I want to pause it real quick. I have an issue already, man. If you're not in the dating world, then this question should leave for later.
I do feel like there are a few things like guys need to know before taking females out on dates. Me, for example, I don't eat no seafood. No seafood whatsoever, I know. Guys like to show off on the first date, right? So I've definitely had multiple men take me to seafood restaurants, thinking that that's, they're like, ooh, what is it, the aphrodisiac or whatever, they're trying to make the date,
No, it's not that. It's all you women post. Seafood. No. It has nothing to do with aphrodisiac or we trying to whatever. No. Every woman in America posts a whole bunch of seafood, so we're inclined to believe that that's what you guys like. This is the first time I heard that somebody that's not really all the way into it, but...
Yeah, nah, we going to Starbucks.
I don't like anything here. Fail. Next. That's why it's important for you to get to know the person a little bit. I feel like I actually don't even, if a guy comes up to me right now and just asks me out, I'm not going to say yes. I don't know you. I've yet to meet a man that has fondled me that much that I actually was like, yes, right away. I do exchange phone numbers or Instagram, and I kind of like, that's what I'm saying, I get to know you a little bit. If you don't...
Pause that.
Like, court me and ask...
Isn't she dating? Wait, what? I'm so confused. She's talking about before she wasn't dating in a relationship, or she's talking about now? Because she's talking present tense right now.
All I'm saying is married people don't go to single people for marriage advice. So single people should not go to, you know what I mean? What are we doing?
I don't know. I have so many questions, man.
But I do want to add real quick that I slightly agree, only because the way she's talking, she's making it seem like they meet it in person. So if you meet the man, woman, whatever in person, and y'all exchange IGs or phone numbers and y'all continue, to conversate, get to know each other, I'm all for that.
All right.
But not seeing each other and we supposed to just text and chat for however long until you comfortable to see me, or if I'm comfortable to see you.
Yeah.
We not yet.
Yeah, it's a waste of time.
Facts.
Questions about my life and try to get to know me a little bit before you take me out, that's your fault. I have a friend who unfortunately she was shot in the leg. She was in like some type of party and a shootout broke out and she got hurt. She recently went on a first date. She's a little bit traumatized now after that, and she recently went on a first date
That
and the
low-key
guy took
sound
her
like
to a
the
shooting
Mano
range.
situation.
She
Yeah.
flipped. She started crying. The guy had no idea. But that's an example of you needing to know, getting to know the person a little bit before you take them out on a first date.
Wait, time out, hit that. So before the other girl goes in and talks, she talked about her friend going to a restaurant with a guy, and she has a breakdown. Am I correct about getting shot in her foot?
Yeah.
How was the guy supposed to know that she had got shot in the foot and know that she was going to have a mental breakdown while they were there? So that doesn't. I
already got an issue with a lot that's being said, man.
I'm already dumbfounded at what she's saying. Because it's
First
not a
off-
good example.
First off, I don't like the fact that, and it's not just because I'm a man, but I don't like the fact that everything is just put on the man. Like, we supposed to ask all these questions to get to know you. As a man, there's going to be some things that's not really on my brain to ask. So it's also up to you to divulge certain information if the whole point of this is for us to really know and understand each other, right? Am I bugging?
Listen.
So if the man didn't ask about that, shouldn't that have been brought up?
But hold on.
Why would you even know to ask him?
Yeah,
We don't.
we still pertaining to her being shot and her having that mental breakdown, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Well,
Like,
in that case, then I agree. Because all right. So if I was to go on a first date with somebody, right, or even before, even to get to know before the first date, I'm already asking questions
Facts.
to see if that's somebody who I want to go on a first date with.
Facts.
Unless like she said, we happen to have that chemistry, and then we just, the energy is there, and then we say, oh, let's go on a first date and see how it goes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But again, to that girl who's got shot, if she knew, that, and her friend and the girl probably gonna say that they didn't know that she was gonna have a mental breakdown on the date. She should have never went on that date so soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, she should have never went on a date before, and a lot of you females do this. Y'all get out of one situation and then y'all jump into another situation so fast, and you don't give yourself time, to heal or whatever the case might be. And I don't want to hear this guys do that too. You know what I'm saying? Because it happens that women do it more than men. It's almost like when a woman would break up with a guy or a guy would break up with a woman has a rebound already.
Immediately.
Yeah. And the reason why that is true, and you could fact check this, right? Every girl has guys in their DM. Whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Snapchat.
Yeah. The hottest girl, if she's a 9 or 10, believe you, she has 100, 200, sometimes even more. Even the girl who's might be looked at as a 4 or 5 will have DMs. It might not be, 100 or 200, but she'll still have DMs. And the guy who's a 10 will have less.
Facts.
And it'll be harder. The guy who's a 5 or 6 won't have any. You know what I'm saying? So just putting it out there, man. Like we need to be more vocal. I think my answer for this whole thing is we both have to ask questions. But
Facts.
let's see where it goes.
I agree, man.
So I'm having the COVID-19 experience with these men. Y'all
Virtual
on a different virtual dating, and y'all on a different level with it. Like, I had a situation that happened this weekend that is horrible. I said to the two situations. I said to the man, he asked me, can he take me out? I said, sure. He said, where do you live? Where are you close? I'm in Koyan. So I said to him, you know what? The beach is right there. We could go for a walk on the boardwalk. And it's a restaurant, Footprint. We could go there. Now, he asked me what day. I said, let's do it Sunday. You know what this man turned and said to me? He said, well, I'm going to be eating early that day. So I think we should just go for the walk on the beach. I felt like, or a park. Let's go to a park. He showed that was it for him. That was very tacky. So, I had to give him a quick voice note and explain to him that, the 101 on dating Tamara, dating a woman, period. I literally said, listen, that is not how you court a woman. If you're trying to impress the woman and taking her out and getting to know her, you want to at least impress her. Me going in the park with you for what? So I just felt like he didn't make any effort. So I feel like what's happening now, the brothers, and ladies, don't be mad at me. It goes back to me saying, I blame women. These men are not building the standards. They'll come to you and just be like, I spent $20, you want to go get some ice cream? No one is taking the time to really listen, to really go out and get to really...
Summertime, 95 degrees, everybody frustrated. What's wrong with ice cream? That's not a date.
A date could be anything that a person wants it to be, as long as they're getting to know a person and the two people are cool with that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Now, I was just gonna say, my personal opinion, I think people pay attention too much to the dollar amount, and that takes away from quote unquote dates.
Of course.
Instead of just paying attention to whatever experience that could be. Because it could be certain things that you wouldn't even think would be considered as a date that can be the most fun, most exciting, whatever. So I'm just saying, ice cream. What if it's summertime?
You hot,
go for a walk. It could be a lunch break, pick you up from your job.
Man. Ain't nothing wrong with some Rocky Road ice cream or some strawberry cheesecake or... whatever you like, man. If you like vanilla bean, make sure there's extra beans in the vanilla. You know what I'm saying? But before we play the video again, I got two things to say. So she is right by saying that she wants the guy to show initiative. You know what I'm saying? She is right about that. The guy who asked her out, he messed up where he said.
He was already eating earlier.
Yeah. I'm already eating earlier that day. Because she already said, let's go for a walk on the beach.
Yeah.
And if he would have did something like did a picnic at the beach.
Smooth.
Yeah. It would have been all right. He didn't have to say, oh, I'm eating earlier. He could have bought food, which was cheaper, and then bought dessert. Could have been ice cream.
That's a fact. I definitely agree. One thing I want to add to that, because just my brain working. Maybe he was talking about he already had previous plans, a date scheduled for early that day.
Yeah.
So if it was me, if I'm not free Sunday, then just work out another day.
Yeah.
So I definitely do agree with that. You understand?
Yeah.
But listen, ice cream is come on, man.
Yeah. And this episode ain't sponsored by ice cream, so don't think that at the end of this video you're gonna see some ice cream elsewhere.
Facts.
Not happening. But if there's any ice cream brands who would like to sponsor us,
email down below.
You already know. But she's right by saying that he should have showed more initiative, and he's wrong by saying that I ate already. He wasn't thinking. So
big facts.
No, so these brothers are just coming with any bullshit. Why am I going to a park with you, sir? You're a stranger. For what? And there's another situation happened.
What?
Hi.
What?
Wait. So you don't want to go to the beach, you don't want to go to the park, and now you don't want to go to the bar. Wait.
And now he's a stranger? What?
Yeah.
You're a stranger too?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. It goes back to what you said about the whole dollar amount. Maybe she's trying to see some dollar amount. You know, let's go to this Footprints. Was that the name of the restaurant she said?
Yeah, I think that's what she said.
Yeah, Footprints, and then let's go on a helicopter ride. Let's view the beach, watch the moon go down to possibly be accepted for a second date. Like,
that's a big fact. And one thing that I wanna and I don't even know if I'm like, no, I'm really not. One thing I wanna let the women specifically who's watching this, and this is how I personally feel. Stop expecting the top notch, just spectacular shit on the first date. If you go on one date with a person, right? The vibe is right, y'all like each other. Obviously, you're gonna be looking forward to a second, to a third, to a fourth. It might turn into a relationship. Wouldn't you want a natural progression? If I lay all my cards on the table that first date, if I give it all I got, second date gonna be trash because I went all out for this first one.
Yeah.
So why? You understand? So
and actually, you know, a lot of girls complain about guys leading them on, and doing that is an example of leading you on, because then you expect us, you know, to live up to that expectation
every single day.
And then when we fail, then or we don't live up to that expectation, it's gonna be a big problem later on. You know, and that's vice versa for, you know, some girls who are interested in guys and they happen to take them out on first dates. I mean, that does happen, rare, but it does happen as well.
Very rare.
Yeah.
What's the famous line that everybody likes using right now? What is it? Don't introduce me to a vibe you can't maintain.
Oh yeah. I don't know. So I mean, wait. Come on. Tamara, is that her name? Tamara.
Yeah.
If you're watching this, please educate me on what's wrong with going to the bar for a first date. Like, just, you know, yeah, thank you.
I went on a date with a guy. He came with a bottle of wine. He was really, really nice. This is what happened now. As we were getting ready to leave the restaurant, his car wouldn't start. So I'm like, okay, well, do you have AAA? What do you have? And he says, no. So I, you know, me being a woman, I'm going through my phone trying to call Accessorize, call all kind of places. Look, I said Accessorize. Trying to call some type of assistant to help him. So when they came, I finally got one, and they came and they told us it was like $120. And I'm like, okay. So the guy came, started his car up, and he turns and said, now tell me if I'm wrong about this, ladies. I need your opinion on this. He said, I don't have my card. I only have my card. The guy said cash only. He said, I only have my card. So I'm looking at him like, so who's going to give this man his $120? He said, well, you know, I'm in a rush because I got to get back to work. I wound up giving the $120. Now, I'm out of being nice, because he was a gentleman. I'm not going to lie, he was. But being nice, you know, I paid the $120, but I'm not wrong for asking back for my $120, because it's been a week. I didn't get that shit back yet.
What? I'm over here like, you're so nice.
I'm trying to be nice, you know, every time we talk on the phone, I'm like, hey, what? You know, like, when is this conversation coming up for my $120? And, you know, I'm not trying to be mean, because, again, he's really nice, and I'm trying to be, you know, calm about it. But I felt that was a little tasteless. So,
and honestly, if he doesn't give the $120 back, I'd call my bank like, because you know what, that card's registered to him, so they're gonna deal with his ass.
So that's what's happening. So let me know
if I'm
wrong. Like I said, it goes back to me saying a lot of the brothers are not listening, and women, and ladies, we have to stop it.
You're not listening. It was cash, wasn't a card. The guy had a card.
Yeah.
Women just comment sometimes just to comment, bro, just to amp up the situation. Like.
Wow.
That energy out there, like everything is a goal. You know, so when these men meet you, they like, I gave you a bottle of wine, can I get some pussy? We gotta stop
Oh
that.
my
Like,
God,
you know,
that's so hard.
the energy that we're putting out is what they're gonna give us.
So I'm gonna say this, and I know what can come of it, but I'm gonna still say it, right? I'm not one of the. Let me just throw that. Come on, man. We're gonna need you for this one, man. I'm not one of the dudes that, you know, expect pussy from I guess, food or a bottle of wine or whatever. But what I will say is, what do women always get on dates? If there's one thing we know for a fact they're gonna get, what are they gonna get?
I mean, they're gonna get a number of things. I mean, I'm thinking.
But what's that number one thing? They gonna get a free what?
You're thinking about free meal.
You're gonna get a free meal. I'm not saying that that's right for the dude to, you know, expect sex just because he got wine or got dinner or whatever.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, just for the sake for the argument, is that women get things all the time when it comes to dates. So best believe there are gonna be some men that, yeah, I'm on this date for this. I spend all of this. This is what you got. You ain't have to come out your pocket. So why shouldn't, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's the only point I'm trying to make. If we right here, y'all understand, you know?
Yeah. I mean, even if, you know, it doesn't go, that route, you know, the girl still gets free attention, you know, and it's still a validation because he asked her out, they went on a date, you know, he bought the wine, so, you know, he's actually validating her subconsciously, you know? So
Facts.
yeah, so
unless you want to, I don't really think we need to watch anymore. I feel like, you know, everybody should get the point.
just say play for a little bit more. Let's see if there's any other juicy things that we need to mention real quick.
So if you listen, and to the men, because it's not just the women, to the men, you guys gotta listen. Listen to what that woman is saying to you. Listen to what she likes. Like Nisha said, she doesn't want to hear fish. See what she likes to eat. Get to know each other instead of just looking for that quick fix.
Yeah, but isn't that when you start?
Key word, get to know each other. Each other.
Hold on. Sometimes, if girls, don't be mad at me, girls. But when girls try to test guys, girls will ask you, where are we going? And a lot of girls do that now.
Facts.
Where are we going? Because they want to measure up and see what kind of guy are you. And if you don't respond with X, Y, and Z, they're not even going to go on the first date with you anyway.
Facts.
So that's just something to just throw in there as well.
We going to McDonald's. I'm broke, baby.
Yeah, chicken tenders and fries.
Big facts.
Yeah, no chicken tenders for me though, and no fries.
No fries?
I don't eat
You
McDonald's.
still want to get to know
I mean, of
somebody.
course. You can sit here and say that dating is the eggshell phase, because it is. You don't know the person doesn't know you. There's things you may not like about that person, there's things they may not like about you. This may continue, this may not. It is, you're walking on eggshells, but that's life. You just do it. You ask questions, you listen, like Samara said, and you'll be okay. Whether it's for you or it's not for you.
Wait, pause that for a second.
Put out what you.
Pause that for a second. So the girls are saying, just listen, and have that dialect, right? And have that talk. And that reminds me of a date that I went out with this girl, right? So we went to this Spanish restaurant. It's like Spanish, kind of Mexican, American kind of style thing. They open 24/7. So we went there. It was cool. And we were planning out what to do afterwards. Or whatever the case might be. And let me backtrack. I'm lying. We wasn't planning what we were going to do. I had two options of what to do afterwards, right? But in my head, I'm like, yo, let's just do this, right? I didn't tell her. I said I wanted it to be a surprise, whatever the case might be. So the surprise was I wanted to take her ice skating. Because it was winter, it was cold, we was going ice skating. And I said, like, that'd be perfect, you know? Like, if we fall, we could laugh about it, you know what I'm saying? We skating, whatever. She don't know how to skate, I could teach her, you know what I'm saying? And it'll be dope. Or whatever the case might be. So, we're in the train station, right? We're in the train station after we eat. And then she asks us, where are we going? And I'm telling her that it's a surprise. You know, I'm trying to surprise you. But she demands that I tell her. So I tell her we going ice skating. And she's like, I don't want to do that.
That's another thing I got an issue with too, man.
And she said, I don't want to do that. But prior, there was no communication. because we just planned a date, and then, you know, and we just showed up, you know, because we going on a date, you don't want to talk about too much.
Yeah.
So when you get on a date, there's nothing to talk about.
Facts.
So that's probably why also a lot of guys don't ask questions like they want before the date.
That's a fact.
So they can get to the date. But
and not to cut you off, naturally women are naturally more talkative than men. Even the most talkative men will stand in front of a woman that talks way more. So women love talking. So just like Lade just said, we reserve a little bit to make sure we always have something to talk about.
yeah.
It's like it's
Yeah,
simple. It's
yeah,
simple.
yeah,
Man.
yeah. So if the ladies are watching this, they probably saying that I should have asked her what does she like to do, etc., etc. However, I set the date, and then there was no conversation from both of us. There was no conversation to both parties until the date, and I think that people do that so when they go on a date, they can have stuff to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So
My real not saying that you asked for it, but my response with that would be, because I have an issue with that, man. When you know when we go all out and we, like, you know, plan these dates for the woman, you know, it's always a hit and miss. That's in the back of our head.
yeah,
It's
always.
It's gonna be a hit and miss.
Of
Either
course.
she gonna love it and be super excited,
Yeah.
or she gonna be disappointed and I want no
Yeah.
parts of it.
Yeah.
But there still should be a certain level of appreciation. If I went out my way to plan this date, I spend money and I'm doing X, Y, and Z. If you don't like ice skating, alright, cool. But don't just say, "Oh, I want to do that." I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
How about, you know, thank you for planning that, but that's not really my thing. You say that, then alright, cool. You know, then you
Yeah.
do something else. But
Yeah.
no, I don't want to do that. No.
Yeah. And
What?
it was such a kill that I didn't even want to do the part B that I had. You know, like if ice skating wasn't the thing, you know, because I'm always in my head like do two things just in case. You know what I'm saying? Like have two things planned just in case. You know, something backfires, something is too crowded. Like you never know. You never know, especially if you live in a busy city. You never know what can happen. So I always try to have a plan B. You know, but obviously, you know, it wasn't meant to be. You know, so
Big facts, man.
yeah.
We don't really need to continue, man. I think everybody get the point of the video, man. If you guys have any thoughts, if you agree with a lot of the things we said, if you disagree, listen, we always open for it, man. Don't forget to leave your comments down below. Also, like, subscribe,
Yeah.
and hit that notification bell, man.
Also, I have a question. All right. So the topic was first dates go bad because men don't ask questions. What are other reasons why first dates go wrong? Comment below. What are other reasons why first dates go wrong? Let us know, man. Let us know.
Yes, sir,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Until next weekend, or whenever we put, you know, the next review out, I am Lade. I know I'm, like, you know, super extra handsome today, man. You know.
Yeah, and I go by the name of Desmond Bonnet. No, I'm not French. He just looked. What am I saying, bro? That just messed me up, bro. I'm Lade, man.
Desmond Bonnet, and this was another edition of Human Resources, man, brought to you by those They Fired Us guys, which is which is
Also brought to you by
there you go.
the Blue Light Lounge. We just the first dates messed us up, man. Oh man.
We're gonna see y'all next week, man.
Stay tuned, man. Stay tuned.